TV, Ghana's #1.
The governing New Patriotic Party NPP have officially unveiled Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh as the running mate to their flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. The events glamoured and epitomized the alliance history of the party's umbilical cord traced to Ashanti region as their World Bank. Nevertheless, a new political formation had also yet emerged in the raised Progressive Alliance of Ghana with mission quote, work and happiness on codes, guided by the principles of economic and social justice in consultation with the people. We develop and implement progressive sustainable policies and programs for all Ghanaians. Tonight, the Frontline show puts the spotlight on Progressive Alliance of Ghana and interrogates what they bring on the table. I am Kwaku Annan. And of course, this is the Frontline, midweek Frontline. We're live in the very studio here in Accra, across dozens of stations, including Sunyani 88.1 FM, picking the feed. We're live in Western Region, Thaddius 99.1 FM. And of course, we're live in London on GOB Radio, TV, as well. Still on GOB, get it on TuneIn or modernghana.com. Still, get it on GOB on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. We're live on the Information Superhighway, and the link is my CTV GH on YouTube, Facebook, respectively. The link is my CTV GH on Facebook, and of course, YouTube. All the links everywhere tonight. Plus, finally, Matthew or Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh outdoored yesterday in Ashanti region capital, Kumasi. The latest he brings on board the very unguided, unfortunate, misplaced comment in his attempt to denigrate and derogatory remarks against the first president of this republic, Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Plus, some response, if you like, some call it a threat on this platform by Dr. Lawrence Tete. Tonight, we have some response for him. All these and more, call it a developing story coming up tonight on the midweek Frontline show. And of course, it's also going including on the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. The interactive segment also, that is where your messages can be read on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. We'll read all of them. Folks, let's get started. And agree here, we'll try as much as possible to, the fire, depending how the spirit will work. But, and agree if you hire shit. anadwi jana no edne ijana no she is a blazing fire. It's a blazing fire. It's like a, to say the Trump kind of fire and fury. Yes. But then again, we'll try as much as possible that we can to lower the fire and put it on the low bed. Folks, a packed show. Packed, very packed. To the message on say we are connecting from Upper East, Upper West, all the way to Ashanti region capital. Connect Ashanti region. Let's connect Greater Accra, Volta region, and then we also connect the 6 regional capitals, both North, East, West. We are connecting Central region. We are connecting where? Western region, that is Takrady and beyond, all over the world, and of course, plus the very one the information superhighway, as oftentimes I may call it. This is the Frontline with Kwaku Annan and the entire crew, bringing you the weekend, the midweek edition of the Frontline. Folks, now, and I drink Koma ye bedien a more shikakra fine. The governing party NPP, NRA, one more equal door, one more a year, your friend is saying, running mates, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. The si Mubiano, and then yen can't be brave, but yet the Kakre be begu, Sanse, Yamea Duma Friday edition, Yatunidin, the running mates edition, Friday, the Abebutu. We'll have some of the political party reps here, near the Nyama Betoho. A biome on Friday, we have a special writer for NDC MPP and the running mates crisscrossing. Yeah, the beba. Until Friday, and you didn't send me big group no so. Yeah, and then they say they to Homa, the governing party NPP and the running mates Napo, the Okoke Kanwo, Kumasono, yeah, the Bibi Beto Amano. Yeah, we are. I feel you better say, Ora Dr. Lawrence Tete. Or the same year gugu yema na me feel say asem way papa me no ni asem, but it's beginning to look like say no Reverend Lawrence, I don't want to add the reverence, but Dr. Lawrence Tete episode running a deal with like a personal kind of fight, but I know say me ni personal fight and he wants to make it like a personal thing. But me Kwaku amiti se boba me a one person that you can't issue a threat or my life, so you dare not even use court Ghana court that I respect won't even threaten me. But tonight, I want to do in the spirit of humility and respect for Lawrence Tete and say something to him. And wherever he is, Mr. Lawrence Tete, Mwasomra Hase. Because I have tried to resist the temptation of baby Lawrence Tete in your meko. But sending lawyers name tunufua. Sa sorry penny phobia and two Lawrence Tete for. Or if you bedroom baby a bedroom now a gin semu because me you can't issue damn threats. Unkotna radio station be so na sebe unke can send be a ope. Se me do bu amount me de ni die amount na se umpe ni die no na one where you shoot a strong worded statement and no me betra catch say ora be measured in your statement. And we announce ho. Secondly, what's your question, baby? Who did matem? And many ade. But we know when you're there. Who need to me akwa kodo? Who bet me afa bobo na who preach it? That's also one of it. So what is this? And no dan chenya. As someone else here no nwa ori Lawrence Tete edi. Yenka se betna camera so no. Eya kukumu nkoma ese no di. Ensem mienu miensa e wono Mr. Tete clarify my near who you want. Near queer baby, who bet me cray issue rejoined the crowd. The bar said, assembly a beck on crying and a crack. So be the way. And one no, bra was a member. I did nama, no, didn't pattern near there. What have I done? I didn't know. I'm in my line of duty, me, Juma. Me, Juma. Ah, and also any train. Unamwa, no way do we have no way come when they say, I didn't hear you crying, yen share once here. Brania nim komo wose memma uma tell baby John wo de opa catch as a woman. That's okay with me. Wose memma. Well, tonight minye nipa won mi buade pa o ba mi do nyankopon boss so ni asase Ghana ha na wo president mi so na wo tete na mesro succeed in that you do say obe come here manu ntimi kan hye da me do nyame. I swear to God I'm very up there the hill, but I still want to stay within my line, comport myself and tell Lawrence Teto what I have to tell him. Or your penny obubi asem de ma be pesam de ma. But please, I'll tell you so many things going forward and be measured. Any agenda setting with some journalists, but do not go and say things I have not said. And then issue to me with the legal threat. Are you serious? Who is serious? Do you think I'm one of those journalists? You can come on. What am I mean? Now, tonight, another political party bisu APA, big one. Yes, interim chairman of this political party, Professor Thaddius Wilson. Professor Thaddius Wilson. Yes. Party Benya, a political party, sorry, you're from saying Progressive Alliance of Ghana. Wamumoto niye. Almost say they're work and happiness. Namuni indum ne namana. Professor Thaddius Wilson. Damn, Prof. I know you are watching me, but Charlie, this long fancy name here, I don't know. But that's how the fancies will do their own things. Tonight, Professor Thaddius Wilson be dim komo. No one may all the breakdown. Na ushe said the policy ni bi kra kwa we propose sector ministries and some departments and agencies, security services, intelligence, defense, interior, borders, fire, disaster. Just say we crowd say so we ba ben mu a deputy ministers ni ade we mfa nya adwuma we metwani nemu. Folks, as we go along, so many things are happening in our political dynamics. So, now me believe is bring all of them on the table for them to obia mfane diamra, because ebedru baby at Ghana, me believe is a bit possible. See a bit to me even bear 10 ministers around this nation, and why not? Yeah, folks. Up next is Ghana and the mini break. Up next is Ghana Speaks, brought to you by Ora Black Stars, located at Ofanko Barrier. Ubefre one was 053-617-6327. Ora Black Star for Ebeboa, or my numbers in a good screen is in a bombarding. So Benya say Papa dear si would die. A danya ube demwa was Sumbejo, and Mnia dinner me can you. Ora Black Star for one says he will be bebre, Biwa Kwabenya, Kaswa, Breku, Botiano, and Sawum, Amasaman. Danger, baby, ni na wukrum. And so I see one may secure so much such that say, and yadia into kwase. And so I say one crying now back on a tredia blows into quat and second kotokro kontima etuo and sra die na. Okwas no one cause ya one bet wekum. But wait dear, one more aqua young widruma is secure. Title, land title be your mind, come. What as I see on my bear title be beer the amount. What the honest of Bekunu Sudan. Ensure ewo road network, electricity network be beer mind come. Court na quotas as if you call for me dean court. Ora Black Star for Fanco Barrier on Bejo so it was 053-617-6327. Not wo mama be beer at the day. Mami in Sasi in show. Na shred Asasi is the air very fertile. Take a listen to this.
Our Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority. Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payment plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great, folks, welcome back, and this is the Frontline, the midweek Frontline, of course. Now, tonight, we continue to appeal to our listeners and viewers to help one of our own, Ruby X, yes, who has been nominated for the Best Student in Sound Engineering by Ghana Tertiary Excellence Award 2024 edition. Of course, yenye obono homodin papa. Dwuma mi di wa he. Dwuma mi di wa he. Wono eka ho bie ni mpenimfo etotoma bibia camera no sound ni bibia eye kama. Enye small job, very excruciating, but they try as much as possible to stay all the way till the night the dark falls. No mashe. Ruby X, you're nominating is say ono na wa ben eye sound engineering. Now, answer no benya sa award we as I see to and so aba nti aba na ye beto no a short code bi na obey den obey spend units kakra na ode ato ama mesrew, especially mo amopem asem enye mo a wolves ni nyata ne nsebo no wo a wo dome na opem asem na mesrew. Why if you say the way din a onye obi ama ne no, but opem asem dia mesrew to ma no ne short code ne star 447 star 714 hash Mississippi star 447 hash. No, star 447 star 714 hash. If you know what selecting the code, the short code GT 186 igusin the short code GT 186. Mr. No vote to man. Mississippi star 447 star 714 hash. Now what for the short code GT 186 no vote to Eddie Aman Nebibia added an aquamisro. Yamesa Adoyan Y. Great. Now going forward, another sponsor of the Frontline, biogas expert engineers. And then a biogas for eso edeba anajui. The more can say main kanjero say. Ebra ye kase bebre na musisi danya. A dan kama bit me abros and bit me efficient. Now so here bibi to say state of the art kitchen bayam kitchen I'll bet me no yere o girlfriend. Ana wine any negina kitchen one na my aduane mu wi amase adahwa. I'm talking about the state of the art kitchen. Papa bi. All right? Now we share kitchen pa ya nwini esi hwa. Between kitchen and living room, no bedroom. Where to choose? Right there on the screen. Biogas expert engineers Bombodiana Fre one 055 589 3001. Ube from no medin komo emoma be pam. A state of TO, a state of the art kitchen, state of the art. Should I say kitchen way? And your kitchen sabi equipment in here bibi kakeo no ni nare imported hardware, imported materials papa and one ma kofa every Italy and Germany na ye de ba be ye adwuma amam. Biogas expert engineers eye adwumaku a wo mo ye adwumaku of many branch. Now if you we sidan na wie opese o mo ye POP edema POP papa bi papa o me ye hye odan mu amount POP a air of combustive nature meaning say a dino a jakra to dynamo a entimi nhye wonioma depending on the material na wo mo ede ye POP no a dino beka say jatom na so nioma e wo dem no enhye so eno kra no POP no mo de ya ma no kra no it serve as there be a guarantee to protect your items misraw enye bebia na wokofro obi so ma POP ma wo me de me ka kire ma no we nti me ka ne kra no a kire because minimum bomboden na kujo awono ene na pamfo emehwem enyamam afi wo pese wo ye tiles and the tiles na ye ewo edem tiles ye ewa bonten ye compound ne ade no ni na wo de materials bebre aba aseseni na mu biogas expert engineers betimi so aye tiles e de amount floor tiles ewo wo dem anasa bonten including say wo shop with dwumam ebuoma ye tiles ye no for industrial purposes you better papa just say for industrial purposes car crab gina so and I said trucks crab gina one trucks ne fatals and so intimate papa ni na biogas expert engineers wo mutimi ye afi ejanan sabe we wie fie no a wo they say a manhole ni ade ye twetwetwam no se ye de we janan no ye de ye gas e de ma wo eno a ho no mo hye ase kura free e ho kura ye adwuma kitu ebi mo a o de wankase we janan no e de be gas e produce gas e de amount e wo fie ho ama bia ye kama afi wono so si bohole akese maybe next week I'll get you all the videos eche enema we a make clean no mo ye bohole no betu amount no omutu manakwa asase na komam na nsuo no ye betu amount no ensada guarantee e wo ho ne say until Jesus Christ ebeba minim da so obeba tena say nsuo no de obenum bia no manoma de bi aye de obe biogas expert engineers ebeboa ema bibia wo ye bia no akoso kama afi hwe bibi ti se mo amwesi dan no na edan no behu se ho aye nkrosa se mahwe de mekan a edan bi wo mu a yesi ewi otim yesi enkyene ewo fom ho nti enkyene no ayeden amene edan no edan hu paint na wawai wonama uhu edan bebre ebi kra government buildings ni nara biogas expert engineers treaty there's a special chemical on the treaty omu wie no ano no edan no be paint hu kama bio me na me ka kire wo so no edwuma bebre wo mo akria nso esidan biogas expert for esidan afis wo moton ensase asase no woto a wo mo abaye papers na amawo afi wo pese wo musidan na ma won so a wo mo aso besi amawo se wo plan a wo beje wo plan na esi se wo pese wo mo aso so draw plan no so a wo mo abe draw plan no esi amawo die biom wo ma ye nioma no very easy se ntini se adaji ni nipa akwan mu nti wo mahuni se there is a need se wo mo ni nipa enante wo sa akwan we so ye nipa bebre ye mfomso wo nipa ho mesrawo wo no mo kwa akoye adwuma dia wo mo beka kire wo no mesrawo ni die ni obo kwan so di so wo no mo ni nkomo na understanding enye adwuma no mo ntimi hwe kwan a wo metimi aboa me bibia no IFFF ediama biogas expert engineers one more air train na from 055 589 3001 for the purpose of mo car mo drive and na say untimi hwe TV no e na me ebobo number na ma biogas expert for number is 055 589 3001 Mississippi 055 589 3001 for the last 055 589 3001 biogas expert engineers one number also na o ma hwema bibia no adede na kwam bombaden from bibia o pese o ubesi dan yo obeye tiles o ope kitchen o bibia o pe bia pop boho yenye fencing gas ema wo fie minim dia wo pe from now de ebia na dia wo hwe ne menkan frewom na wo no mo ni nkomo abotremu na bibia ndede na kwam no mo ntime mo a enne nipa ni adaje ye ni nti ena se nnwumaku we na ewo ho se ombeboa ma wono mu chese kodanda atete wo mu ebehwe mani na no atoyie ama ema ohwato mesrewom frewom na enkomo no ntime nkoye wo mo so sponsors more sponsors on the way coming plenty in the pipeline me no mo didi nkomo and fi next yiko wo mu nya ba be ka ho because sia no say Ghana for wa oti asese eba investigative magazine show the whole Ghana anadwo ye ne eteso yenem yakwa anadwo bafo nti wa obi a o choose so obeye ni program anadwo esuom sa o enipa betimi edi ne ho agro nti wo face ya betra sa bi yenim de ye ho yenim de ye me mintimi nye anapa program mintimi so nye ewia program kwa na my AB pen but sesi na me special ewo imre anadwo esuomo at the darkest of the night when you want to sleep. Me na we are like nocturnal beings. Okay? Ye na yo ni ye dwuma. Until the whole Ghana no anadwo no ye na yeti nkonwa so yesi nkonwa na ye ma yi etoye na ye ni wedi nkomo na ya ba be serve dinner we didi ne wanom na wa rest we wakwa akoda. Now there is what we call, or we see to be that of some form of an attack coming from a subset. It's like a minute dot in the ocean. It's the common denominator I can describe, coming from one dot of the body of Christ, trying to attack this platform for no apparent reason. But tonight, the Frontline is going to tackle something that's refusing to for no just cause. Now, for the purpose of those who are not privy to this information from the beginning of events, would like to take one step back. Adebi o ma na yesusu se sabriwe esese nche eko yedisi ho yetwaso, because the mpanimfo bi eka kire se Kwaku hwese ye wie yaye tini e free se esese sa asem no yedisi wo no yekoye baby. But it does appear that particular issue is refusing to go. Meanwhile, adenu kra na ye ne ponu ye fem pie yo yete ho ye hwe de ye hwe. But for the purpose of mu amunim de akọ ahyase any baby edi ebeduro no nti na me pese me ne mo yes adewe na ye hwe ade. About 2 weeks ago, the Frontline attention was drawn to the fact that some men in the body of Christ, whose names were mentioned on this very show Frontline, are complaining that this platform was obviously designed to attack the body of Christ, and that they feel insulted, or they feel insulted. Again, they feel that we are threatening them. We are what? Threatening them. The fact that we have called them to make themselves available for some clarification. Now, 2 weeks ago, Ghana for Rebecca, Yabuba so for din na de abubo omudin ni nyomo pe any investigate bebre ye wie hu adwuma. Few ones here bebo omudin any believe say we are finding it difficult to get in touch with them. Enti ye try say bebo ye be frɛ wom na mo make clarification. Now, enti ya ye nya ne say asofo ebinim so no ya be invite omo kra ya invite omo, rather ya ba be didi omo atem ebiom platform we I to say ya sheda na ya yes say yemfa eme attack asofo e wo ne ade na say no entisa no. Now, in the spirit of humility and respect, the platform apologized to them and went further to state that our apology is not an admission of guilt. Ye baebe apologize ma and ye chire mu biom say apology ni nkyere say ya yam from so bi no, but eni die eni ahobrase a yesusu say wonom ye mpanimfo nti if wo free say atem die bi akwa ma we are sorry eni edisi won ye koye baby. But apology no enya admission say ya yam from so, because asem kumpo no a ye beka ema na kwa say ya yam from so an yam from so asem kwa yen kan. It's still an ongoing investigation, and obi anso ntumi mfa mirikatuo eni ye chi say Kwaku chenchena afasa investigation bra eni hwan. But say de omo ye one attempt to push the platform say yeah this hard ne beba yemfa mochna. We'll bring it according to our own timetable, and I need to make this clear, and I've made this already. Now, however, the investigation into the issues about them is still ongoing, and that we shall get to the bottom of it all, including that they must still make themselves available. Assembly no. Yes, say make him available. No, how can I do that? Say mo banam de mabe transfer camera so. Now assembly yen kan hwehwe mu okukuo mu ansa. And that's so weird, and I know say they know what I'm talking about. Say no. Eye kukuo mu mommra me mi sebisa mo nsem. Yem fan some to tone seniano way, where no way, I don't know anything about it. As some did some go, yeah, ma do where it is a jama, a warfare, a tinchinai, and a kutrukubo, mente be crowd. Now, assembly Swekosia, Sa Semino, Semni, on Monday, Dr. Lawrence Tete, Ekotna Kingdom FM. And then said, baby, I quite trying to mean your host to show na fifi. But however, Bia said, a new baby or madrin said, Sabi, Ombefa Kwekuso Munia, even in this industry. But when it comes to something, they can, unquote, conspire with whoever and say, so no, let's do it this way. Kwekumi, I don't hold anybody grudge. Because you missing Jane, well-meaning people who watch the show could read in between the lines that this show was an agenda setting, but I don't have a problem. No, I don't hold anybody grudge. But something happened, and no kaho ena ama mababo until say member bibi. Na mean stated the facts clear. And they saying, and I put it this way, I do not recall ever that this platform issued 24-hour ultimatum to any man of God. To this platform whatsoever. Ebin see that. Ghana for Muamoshe program we said 2 weeks ago, Mubekai said, may issue 24-hour ultimatum. I'm also for be an DPM. I'm prepared to hand over my pen out. Because my job is my pen and the microphone. But I don't recall ever say Yama or so for be 24-hour ewa. But a copiemu wo say 24-hour ultimatum BAP. Where? And I dare anybody, including Lawrence Tete, looking at me in the camera, my dare anybody bring that 24-hour ultimatum purported say we stated or we issued on this platform. Why? Why must you do that? So be a certain agenda, that's fine. Don't let it look like, be a obedient akwetia the whole time. Me, also will call any obiako conspire. Now, me say me few. And I've gone through many of this. In this, my ministry of journalism, things I have to let go. But those individuals who felt to say they should take it on me, destroy my name, say all sorts of unprinted words, give me all sorts of tag, put me into a certain umbrella, and name me, tag me with all sorts of. A lot of them are out there. And I still remain supreme, and I do my job in accordance, enshrined in the framework of journalism. It's my ministry, and nobody touches it. Obian issue 24-hour assembly hour. But folks, shortly after this exercise, by the Frontline, one among them, Ora Lawrence Tete, was quoted in a statement with very offensive words against the host of this platform. Indeed, I came and told Dr. Lawrence Tete to be measured in his utterances out there. Henceforth, make himself available so we cross-check our issues with him. Ebra, Emma Wonomono. Baby, then Yenya say, or the statement, a strong weather statement to be a Piabonte, said so we've secured. Obeki can say bebre irresponsible this that can say me come money to me me buy and as one back and say Lawrence Tete so be measured in your statement. Remember frame irresponsible because Uber frame irresponsible. I went as back as 2015 to let Ora Lawrence Tete know say we started with you in the year 2015. It's been how many years now? I've gone to the news market long ago. 2, when you brought your brother or your cousin Bishop Kwe, what happened? What did Bishop Kwe do? 3, when you went to FP Communication, Ekodi Unkomo, Nina Yankasa, we were still waiting. Say Obabami Dinkomo. Wamba. As someone who near Bishop Kwe, Obekatre, Yewoni na wo, including no bon komono say brano wo say yemfa somne enye text message me de brel me frel wo say you are not ready. We have captured all this. Still my edimit on bed metra now we didn't see PMC be measured in your utterances. But it looks as though Lawrence Tete and person obeko sa smooth sail flight no. May I say, folks, this as if it's not enough. The yakin Becca say no enye enough. On Kingdom FM, I say enye enough. And guess what he went there to do on Kingdom FM? On Monday, something terribly happened, which appeared as though an agenda setting by a friend, a brother, on Kingdom FM, and allow Dr. Lawrence Tete to heap avalanche of insult, derogatory remarks on the platform host of this very show, Kwaku Annan. Kwatena how can you obetimi akeke bia binimni ade mesuma e busy ye madwuma ho na nipa efra Kwaku tie say ahmete sampoto. Words such as stupid, including going further to run commentary. Okoya kodi atem use word bit say stupid. Osofo me de minimum. But that I can say, so Oyo Sofo no, he went further to use words like stupid. Then Osan Koso Erane commentary no, it's in quotation mark. And I may I say we've captured everything. He went on to run commentary like, quote, people who are not mentally not fit, but yet they dress nicely and walk around, the nonsense must stop, unquote. Let me read again. People who are not mentally not fit, but yet they dress nicely and walk around, the nonsense must stop. Let's just say, enipa bi asabi wo madwene ai se wo ya abodamfo. Na so mutumi shantare kama said ya mabetre he. Madwene na enya adwuma. Dam na mabo. That's what he's trying to describe me. But may I say respectfully, Lawrence, I'm not a mad guy. Let me tell you 2-3 things. One, I don't drink hard liquor, and may I say quickly and emphasize the point. And hard liquor is not bad to drink though. You drink it minimum or whatever. But I don't even, not in my life, that I've tasted hard liquor. No, me numbi. I don't smoke. I don't take marijuana. And I'm not to say marijuana is a bad stuff. No. In certain places, marijuana has been legalized. But nonetheless, I don't take none of the above. Who gave me this tongue to speak my word through to power knows well that I've not taken none of the above. It's a spirit in me, and that's what you are trying to provoke, and it will not. It's a spirit in me you don't have to know. Respectfully, 2 minutes soon but me more than. But yes, we are also taking all measures available to us. I won't say a lot, but all these words will use now, and they allow him to use all those words. Now, I am here tonight to state this, that I am still resisting the temptation, and the sense, resisting what? The temptation, and the true sense of the spirit of humility will not want to render same to him. No, me yes, sir. How we will not also secure a copy of Lawrence Tete's insults, attacks, and vituperations. And we are still focused, committed, resolute, firm, and waiting for him to come and clarify his side of the issues and the investigations. The American has said, no. I am resisting that temptation, sir. Me mama nuntiano. But ono de do beti me akebi on kanko. Wakikebi my bodam me more minim say me more dam. And ono ani sunim say me more dam. But bibi o kan e bia no suni ye secure copies of it. We know what to do. May I finally put this out there for Lawrence Tete to take note. The Kwaku Annan you know, the Kwaku Annan you know may not know. Listen, oh, the Kwaku Annan you know may know or may not. Listen, cannot. Me say cannot, will not, and and may not succumb to any form of his actions, including legal tussle or legal battle. And I need to make this clear to Lawrence Tete. But let me state tonight to him, right there in my camera, I am not, I cannot, will not, and may not succumb to any form of pressure, threat, attack. Be that your attacks or your whatever is going to be legal tussle or legal actions. I'm not scared of it. You can go to Supreme Court or even the Court of Hague, International Court, and I'll be there. I will be what? There. And I need to state this strongly in unequivocation that Ora Tete, I want to resist something, but I can respect and say, any form of your attack be measured. Nemum, send a papa moi, what the upper actually join that brain and say, anything be a quick one you want to talk about, not true. That's okay. I'm done with you. Because there are some renowned men of God that said in previous. Woman here didn't come up me. Assembly woman, Yabasha no one said na be crana ni krabi now so any panel diaba help us clear woman no dia some beto so but it's beginning to look like we kwana person the oral Lawrence Tete talkroom. Is that how we this platform is a responsible platform. The reason why I sit here is because of them. They are what they listen to. They are what they watch. It's when they bring issues I cannot close my eyes over it, and it's as though nothing care. Muna mutra hamudidi matamna bebre na minim de hamo. Obi de na samwa ba yen ye behwe se no kra be pie was asem no. Eno no na kwaku no me benya ho otan. As if it's my personal issue. Na me issue be na me fa me ho sa. Obi anko ka nothing. Bibie no esi. But these are issues we need to sort it out for people. They are also Ghanaians. Somebody is accusing you. What right, come, yen komo. What say me ma man so na what defense no so na wo true tantrum. Me Kwaku Annan mete hey. How dare you? How dare you mention court? And then me, do you think I'm scared of court? Let me read it. Ever in my journalistic career, I'm proud to say this. The only who succeeded in walking me through the premises of the courtroom was the former Inspector General of Police, David Asantia Petru. Go and ask him what he did. Later, he has to run away. Or say, Master, I'm not scared. With court, oh. No. You can't threaten me with court. Now, you do what? As some investigations, you know, in the true sense of the spirit of the letter, and that's the Constitution, which you are not above the law. Please stop. The way you know home. Minim baby Kwaku wie. And minim the opesa wa achieve. But buhu na mi mu. Untimi wo me ba, but we am a big brother. Straight up. Enti me pesa ora Lawrence Tete asam no me disi ho ma no. Na me clear. Adibi say ye ma osofobia 24 hour e wo fi ha. Enti whatever went on there no, sabi e ye mogu. Me person me decent. It's so hurting me say there are lots of people fire for some strange reasons. When we now about joining to Kowe on the wrong note. As if some person be into command. Why must he obi se kumchacha? Minim da na meka say in my wildest imagination esemene niko how? Dientia nanso why no ho patako je ko bobo obeje ntokwana kwa eden medwuma no wedwuma ba me kwana menye medwuma. Why must you come and fight me on that note? How? We are investigating politicians, we are investigating all manners of people. Edru Holmesi. Wow, with the Lawrence Tete the ABCO, and I hope sir Mr. Tete going forward you'll be measured in your language. Nasum Rimra Niyi and 2 years. Still on our drive to expose religious deception, lies, fake ministry, psychological mind games, illusion, and religious dogmatism. Tonight, we bring the part 2, the nephew of one of the world's iconic preachers, Ayora Benhin. The nephew, your friend saying, Kosti-in, exposes the fake ministry of Benhin. Monday, me bo part 1 mamo. Tonight, me bo part 2 nusu dia mamo. Ekwanya Osofu penia owo wiase eye Benhin Ghana so for be no abetimi de no ho atoto no. Nanso ende ono do no. Ene owura Benihin kra ye ka na asem o. Ma me kan Benihin ono ani fie ni nuaba ene ode Benihin abeto abonte aye de ye dwudwa na asem tete na basa ne asre. Na ono ye ka na asem anye yie. Isamo Osofo be no wo Ghana obetimi aka tem so obetimi de na asem ne ho atoto Benihin. But the global world is speaking about him. TD Jakes, people are talking about TD Jakes in the United States. You think he's above the laws of US? They are how? And I am saying that our men of God in this country, my expectation of them is to see them preach the paragon of virtue. Listen to me. The men of God in this country, my expectation of you is to preach the paragon of virtue and be Christ-like. Case closed. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about. But are you preaching the paragon of virtue and making yourselves more as representative of Christ's kingdom? Benihin, and then assembly. Me bachelor, me ni brain net. Me bachelor, no one can say tea. Na say, a dear Benihin, what you will be say, with the commercialization and the falsehood, the psychological drive of thousands of people around the world. Take a listen to this.
Costihin is now a pastor himself with a congregation in Arizona, and he's become a vocal critic of how his uncle Benny Hinn built his career and fortune on the prosperity gospel.
If you obey it and if you do what I say, God will do it for you too.
If God is speaking to you to sow $1,000 seeds tonight,
For years, Benny Hinn has preached about what he calls
I think it's offense to the Holy Spirit to place a price on the gospel. I'm done with it.
Hinn argues he's only asked for the royal family and the mafia. Yeah.
system going. If you want to keep the system going, you don't at all concede.
And to this day, Benny Hinn stage, but she's done what Hinn couldn't. She taught herself to walk, albeit in a swimming pool.
My caregiver kind of let me go and let me just kind of walk around on the floor of the pool. And that was my first steps taken at 19 or 20. And it kind of hit me that way, that I didn't have to be physically healed.
We're beating us, no, to so, and leave pastors alone. Lena said, oh, chilibi. When Hochia be all to us, just off for no money town, baby. Cocacha the same, my politicians in Yao. Now, another preacher called Black Prophet is out there on a collision course to expose the charlatans in the body of Christ. Papa who was sorry in the then someone or Kegu Hono. Nyensem kitwa na wa senya asama o my Ghana na ye team no na osofo bia sorry ya o say Jesus Christ na mahwe the effigy and as a mahwe na Jesus Christ, the man with the green eye, a blonde hair, and that nice looking Jesus Christ. A free daben kosi daben 500 years from now wonu ne yade ne picture e ba be yesa Honiwe emeyahwe asem we yagene saying Ghana for is that how we have our intellectual discourse, our brain understanding of what you own no omanya mumfa hwe yehwe na mra papa bia nya adwuma ne say ya we udi agora obetimi amanipa e waso dem honyanum DDT ewu one day pe because wait a minute that's why Karl Marx said religion is the opium of the masses. But I'm someone tiasia. Mr. Woody Agra, such persons can let the whole congregation die one day. Call it what? Mass murder. If you like, some ethnic cleansing or something. Yeah. Next is one go can na say 500 years from now, who image, who picture, and ye di babe the Jesus Christ. Now, by the way, Jesus Christ picture nanka say da hono nanka say papa. And no one some cry can hear you. The Jesus Christ picture na da hono. And no one some cry can hear. Ne bobo mo de. Ubi e bit show them ko ina tugu. Oh. He rade humo boate e bi before. Ya some kaye day. The consciousness of black people as though obstructed. But papa you can't say me chire wom. Tie di okay. Na hwe say obeje ne say. Say obi betimi e be gina aka chire say 500 years from now. Say no no babe. Na enimpa ya wom. Abosum nkron emu mpapafo, emamefo, emesiriwafo, mmerewafo eti aso dem ho na ye boy ensem se keke. Hey! Ni hu bi da. Take a listen to this.
Yeah, I saw the beer and a new ways. Sir, I don't change them. And it's microphone that they should take it to. Reverend, I said, what I asked the phone. Met it TV one of them say, Reverend, I don't change beer. Oh, preachy. Oh, preachy also. Because I came from heaven, I have to tell you the truth. No more woman say, tell them the truth. I, Yankopon wo, Kano, or Untafo. No more woman say, on any year in the bay. And Ebesono, no more Untafo, in the year in the bay. Because I came from heaven, I'm telling the truth. And the entire came kun Eben, a man, a mantina, a bantina came kun Eben. Oh, whether there was a fair or the man or go Cassatia man. A false teaching so. Nazadna or come, but I'm for him say, oh, review mysteries. And your mysteries. Yeah, magic. We are magical. Yeah, we went extra biblical sections. What I say? Extra biblical sections, no. Yeah, you share Nema, a yet soon, a hinter, books are who draw, me machine, and baby Makoko, and in Yamanamano. Oh, come here, I know where you are coming from. What I say? You are the prophecies of Adam and Eve. Prophet Adam and Eve, you share no magic, no so much there. And as a walk with Tibia, catch a microphone say, in magic, Bonsama can be actually on 2% country. What I came from heaven, so I want to tell you the truth. And you know, correct. What do you call satanic teachings now? Or back at you say, once the entire by a Philippian tube. We have Philippian tube now. What's a left and right? What I say? And the whole design of Bano, Awono, Lebabiano, a trains. And the Obia about any year neighbor. And the Kano, Ebano, Kenda, Anana Yerida. Ken Yerenian a queer. And to Oka, you know, must say, Akia. Aki and a friend of queer. And you on any year in a buy. And I oh by Eda Subano, also on any year in a buy. And don't call you know, so Lolumba, there's a daughter who is more beautiful than her mother, called Lolumba, and what fit. Not on something in a buy. I don't know, yes, satanic teachings. Yes, satanic teachings, extra biblical, magical teachings. What I say? And what is answer will be a no better TV, not catch us on Madame Bombs and because I came from heaven, I have to tell you the truth. Because you came from heaven and you are telling this thing to your members. And I don't tell you. Tell them the truth. Mr. Bonsam, me ya Jumana say na Bonsama catch them. I catch members. No, don't tell them say because I came from heaven, I'm revealing the mystery. This is a mystery. This is not a mystery. We magicians, we have all these things. What I say? And we because where I came from, I know where you also coming from. What I say? Only maybe you're free. And when we are going to expose all of them, you'll be natural. What I say? That now, but Messati T1, now say, Buffalo, Reverend Buffalo. Sorry, I saw you. Obutu table to say. Now we are about say, Papa, my son, the enemy who said, now we can't say, me say, okay, you are some, and you say, there are some members not so, no, I want to dream, and I'm there church the whole day. What does it mean? Is it a Christian church? What does it? A third key of magic. A third key of magic. We are third key of magic. You communicate with the Father Trope. Father Trope is the father of magic. And you communicate with Father Trope. He gives you a certain powers. That powers, a higher energy. That higher energy, a 666 frequency. That's higher energy. That higher energy, so also then send it your pictures to your members, those who love you, those who trust you, those who believe you. They all see you in their dreams. As will be permanent, not Reverend Buffalo pure, no bon, as of the son that no be permanent, no be pure, no, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hey, that is magic. Hey, don't do professor. If you're a magician, tell them I'm a magician in disguise, in Christ. Tell them the truth. What I say? Why are you deceiving your own people? Why are you trying to deceive your own people? Why are you trying to deceive your own people? Musi magic in me black apostle me akom majai. Musi magic in majai. Me baya, you are using the same thing in the church. You are confusing me. What I say? You are confusing black apostles and me kasa say black apostle. Esa kasa, you mo biadin, e masolidi. And you say, why didn't say me masolidi? I don't me mo biadin. You are confusing me. No. And they should come out and tell me the black apostle. They should come and tell me the truth. Because you said you want magic. No, say now we and I say Christo Montesa and Christo the same thing. The same thing. What does it mean? What does it? At the end, no, just open. You have also keke yanko. Hey, asafwe hua, omo Ghana ho ban yo no mayen kakaye.
ya papa yi kan nti hawadwen kakra enteteo he mado esukwa kopie enime bi so a I don't know if I have to resist the temptation to say this, but then mortuary for and our mortuary houses are and our mortuary facilities are what Ghana and then one we more my baby no asofu binimu amoko mortuary facilities kwaji moja fiyo temi asofu binimu amwo Ghana amoko mortuary facilities ekwaji emoja fi asofu binimu amoko masabi efunu so won say efunu wo yi sabi obi wo a 3 days na mikos bi efri ne hwinimu ba mikos no muni madekro na efri ne hwinimu ba na some men of God bi ayo madwene say wo munya nkomade ni bi ne say wonum koho na mochremenfo yi obi di shed na betu ho tumi di ade bo nipa na sum say ni ye bie na no ni ye hwie nsuo egu body nim say through the mouth mene ko gu nipa no be 3 days iwia ni asone nsuo no ni ye hwie ni say near their masofo ni bi as part of their rituals e de koye e wo nyankopon asofie. Wow, really? Asofo binimu a yede ma awode tower no yede ye hye ne nkyene e de amaw ma ode akoye ade ai wo nyankopon di mu mo se ma menkasa ebri ba hey, I've always said this to myself that I wish I don't know many things I think I know. Because man know yet true. Because man know try. Yes, me the toughest secret person. But the main part is say because me ko win me ko akohwehwem. There's a particular region bi wo Ghana ha. Hospital, this mortuary facility. Asofo bi koho ekoji sa numedi ye de omode ye ebri nam kwan mu kitwa bi enche obehuni na ehun wia afide obe no waye ekro bi wo Ghana ha enipa chese a syndicator yes fra egu ka mu ede omo kosa bie yi kum mu free na de rituals iwia ye hwie moja gunsuo mu emenam epiepie tilapia ne yaso ne de abakrom yese Ghana for mo nkoto na munni eduane ben na ya na wokodwa so a wokodie wokodi dwa no wodi dwa ben enam ben na ya na woto eduane no wo ye wia wo bom pa yesen na egusuo. How often do you pray on the food you are about to eat? Nipa na wokodi ne dwa no wonim no uwe ni ena wo de ehu nipa no wonim ni nipa ban enuane a yeto market no wonim na duane ban wonim nipa ko prepare enuane na moto wo joint no this food stuffs moto wo joint ni ade wonim dia or prepare ye no. How often ena we start assessment spiritually, physically. I saw them when I uko jira no also for wonim no that much. Manuya no way. You better try see who I call it the horror of horrors. Now Onyankopon be adom MSA expose abe cancer any atuni din title the workers of iniquities. There are some things I don't want to say Kwaku me who be that the credit why meka but me ko pie bi so a I think they're too much for me. Ya de nip nsuogu nipam de nato ho e break akra no mako hwie nip ya emia nipai yamman se nsuo ni na aba mo hwie Training kakran ye de top some men of God. More rituals. Really? Maminchia me dofu ye na ohwe me pa. Ye fana awo setra of course menya ni yi. Awo setra ohwe program we God bless you. Yes. Menka de ka hono ana. And Valerie also will share program with God bless you, papa. A lot. Rashid also will share program with papa. And Africa our home. When you also vote for Alan, yes, Anna, quite a number of yes. Muna Moshe. Hey, Mel Mains, where are you? And Muna Moshe program. So when you say Mamodia, not just say you are not, we are odd number. My main cancer in mathematics we call the odd number. Mamodia, not just say message out the band. Not it's irrelevant. I'm not going to waste my time. Completely irrelevant. Loads of them are making canina at the amount, but of course, we'll be to me the WhatsApp message at the about 020 297 3461. Now. The body of Christ, the Funisio. NPP outdoored the running mate. Finally, the NPP have outdoored their running mates. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh yesterday in Ashanti region. But something very frightening, very scary, shocking happened at the events when the running mate was allowed to unleash the loose talk, the useless talk, the empty talk, unguided talk on the first president of this Republic of Ghana, Osajefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Yes. And of course, the party does not find anything wrong with this. And the governing party NPP, Mukoyi, and Amokopa, Matthew Opoku Prempeh ehon entama e de kire ye wofa otumfo say to the second ene asanteman na de etuem de no so tuemu e to allow sasem we ho I have to exercise some patience here to allow Matthew Opoku Prempeh to unleash the unguided, misguided, loose talk, empty talk on the first president of this republic, Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And the governing MPP see nothing wrong or any adverse wrong with this. And Obi says, hello, what is going on? Poneben Osajefo Kwame Nkrumah diayemo. Yepo, yempi. Be bere no obetimi dia criticize Kwame Nkrumah mpoa. At least we all take consolation and take pride that Kwame Nkrumah took Ghana from wherever to be a dream. To be soon to us where I don't know being to us. Mrs. Owusu, Osha program way, I salute you. And I always love your statement. I salute your divinity. Mommy, God bless you. Mrs. Owusu, you are in London. Ora napo yeko ye wutre wofa. Enya ye wutre santemai. Kwame Nkrumah wa yauden. Now let me say this. Any attempt of denigrating Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is an affront to the territorial sovereignty of this republic. And that individual must be ostracized and castrated. I'm serious. Obiara ube kasetia Kwame Nkrumah no, who say nipa no? Ostracized or castrated. And that is what Napo should be taken through. But we demand to know whether or not Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh was indeed speaking the mind of the party or his own words, and we need to know. Afiye pesi who said Matthew Opoku Prempeh and na waka sa esisia kasa no na waka ono na dwene and waka MPP for madwene. Mamenka se Kwaku they be America chemu plane. Muntimi insisa history of Ghana. I swear to God, muntimi. The history remain. Opoku Prempeh must understand this and must go back to the drawing table. Say, Ebra, Kwame Nkrumah tiasia na mo pese santimai enya ne federation no what happened sa apri between Asantemai and Kwame Nkrumah was part of why the independence of the republic was delayed in 1957 55 all the way to 50. Munim history no Bafa koto yenkote party ni enfambeshe no NLM enim ni ade ena mosimu pamu federal state all because Kwame Nkrumah was accused to have using the gold in Ashanti region and they developed the rest of the nation. Na mu say, monti ase. Nti mo pamu federal state yes sir. Okay. Ena maami a wenya ne baby Queen Elizabeth as you know, yenkwoto aba between the state and unity state no. You baby no yemfa nko. Ene yakoto ye and a unity state led by Kwame Nkrumah no. O wini enwa no no. E dey ba asembio. Why is it say it's as though some group of people within this belt have something against Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? As he is saying, why would you do that? And some fool napo echo cow NPP as a party and as a government. Bibi on say if we are saying ye cano ye see fanto so na moment and my moodin and shemra my moodin and yeden in tumra. In a matter of some hours to that of the occasion, glamour epitomizes that of Ashanti region known as the World Bank of the governing party MPP. No, nanti de napo ko na napo ku prove no hwe enra no a napo egu no hu animu ase egu party ni animu ase and the NPP see nothing wrong of what he did. But in the coming days, ejabe so may come what here MPP Matthias here. Ija ebesowom. Sanson funwe ye makwama napo enke kanasa napo chooses to apologize to this or we take it like it's going to be a back to back. Because me committee I have some spot for Napo right there. Sort of. But enura someone Napo ko kind of say hey ora na wo akukudro sa. Owo akukudro. A obetia Osadifo Dr. Akufo-Addo ayedu na mebao. On Monday I stated here na ma challenging Napo and anybody in the Ghanaian politics, be that we are Professor Dr. Emeritus, come here ni in debate. Take Kwame Nkrumah aside. Ni focus on the developmental goals of former head of state of this country Obenya and Baby Koyem. Lieutenant Onase General Ignatius Kutu Echampo on the era MPP mo di 8 years Kutu Echampo enya 7-year rule meboa ni en compare ni en hwese mayeden rubbish mudi some fun papa na mo kan some fun Kutu Echampo era now me catch on the whole of Dansuman the biggest estate in West Africa Mwesibi ewe he when you talk about the housing deficit and they see one the whole of Jowulu ni na initiative of Wanya Kutu Echampo, any other places. At least, young Kankwecheno, Kutu Echampo remained the only head of state. And sure, say, Ghana's debt against our debt portfolio was cancer. Momoba here, Akronfo, criminals, thieves and rocks. What the debts need to become balloon to billions. And I'm a mo kenyo foriata akronfo de munimi sa mumoro sikano na munyimu de emfiri na munni Kutu Echampo no we so geni o hwe bi ode kan Ghana kodruye the same wo efeno Opoku Matthew Opoku your predecessors tracing from the Buzia rule which is the Progress Party kwana kwhwe ade a Buzia oye when Buzia apparently introduced what you call economic austerity measure. The Ghanaian cedi was reduced to 43%. What are you talking about? Sick of it. Nobody dare change the history of this country. Come and prove to me. A deal development bang and a maya. Ebetimia motorway na dahono. Motorway na daho. Yes, motorway how many years ago? Your minister and transport sheepishly and fully went there and spoke rubbish. The motorway would transport all our food staples to the port. Ohoni edi yenu ani na edefa ye cotton and eda ho no 8 years near mobile ma yehu the munim se mobile patche nsem hu na mokeka uko jira hosa ube shema ye ato ye ohona uko jira se udi wuni kwanre uko gu wani mu asenra ko kamienti a mo Kwame Nkrumah no are you serious folks? Let's watch him ni entie se sa na okan ya. Take a listen to this quickly.
Ghana ha ya chechi Ghana abakosoma but the government to call retirement but be say case we say a free say ya chechi Ghana from 1957 ebe kan ye nya president bi a wabo Ghana che na do da Kwaku Annan me say a free 1957 be kan mo form Kwame Nkrumah no mo form obia di wa ba di mampanya wa boga na ho ban e di Ghana kola nim China na do dan kwa Akufo Addo me ka de say de di jawa ne de so de di jano no ofa so ye ma ne ya akono eti na ye jira ha ye ma de si 2008 na bi si bi obo chama wutu bi kan na me ka so de be ni monyam sana na do bako adako run over na 7 January what's all no di no keto ba obi Ghana ha ya chechi Ghana abakosoma but the government to call retirement but be say case we say a free say ya chechi Ghana from 1957 ebe kan ye nya president bi a wabo Ghana che na do da Kwaku Annan me say a free 1957 back on mo form Kwame Nkrumah no mo form obia di wa ba di mampanya wa boga na ho ban e
we ni ren mfantifo be say impechi sam say na ren loose talk we empty talk statistics ben na what they can say statistics ben one district one factory mu de ekosi infa 1 million for every constituency. Mudi Ekosi saying, now one among you is asking questions. Say, where is the 1 million every constituency? But I don't want to waste time because on Friday we have special edition we call the Running Mate edition on Friday in the mania time. I'm a Napo. And you see, Napo should be spoken to. That tomboy attitude in him got to stop it. You got to stop it, man. Stop this crap. As I said, Ghana, yedi ani dieni obuo, yedema omanpani a wenya ne baby ko Kwame Nkrumah. Yempo, wo boni ni asum na wo mumuna da mo ka history sha no. Eno na de ekosa no. Na nche enya asem a, nche kutu e champon. Enioma papo ayama Ghana, mo ye bi. Ye misa ye ho abakwasem, aban be na atumi aye to this. Ene saglame affordable house na musimo se, ene esiwa enkosie enchire be nim pamire and I did dine wafa. Me said, Nkosie, in Trebin, Nim Pemire, and a good dining. And a honor, I know what to say, there graveyard. When you move, say, oh, be Kwame Nkrumah sem, motorway no sisu on waiting aye. O minister no knows. Oh, giant sans some phone, I'm going to Ghana. What is some food too much? The arrogance is just too much. Yes, na po umwadia ampanso enura wentinya menu nyam amadia wo ye no meanwhile offer ogira ho se watete yi enso ogira ho asimpie so asantememu ugu offer enimu ase. But let me say this, we demand to know whether or not Opoku Prempeh was speaking his mind or otherwise. Again, we demand to know who among the running mates so far, ye bisa question bi wa ha, who among the running mates so far had paid a whooping sum of $20 million to secure his running mate slot? Well, you say so far. Professor Nano Opoku Annan. Napo. Who else? Maybe the rest I haven't heard. But I'm asking a question. Who is this running mate? With TSA Sikawe, $20 million. Womucha video. Grow BBC, Adi BBC. Ni nana, ni ni pebi trahu video. Who is this running mate? Well, may I conclude and say, we here at the front line, we recommend, I hear very sensitive and I mean it bad, Ghana for Muntie. We here at the front line, we recommend that take all our presidential and running mate aspirant to some form of medical checkup, because we are beginning to see traces of autism here, folks. Yes, we are beginning to see traces of autism somewhere, and this is pretty dangerous for our democratic setting. We here at the Frontline will recommend that we take all our presidential and running mate aspirant to some form of medical checkups, because we are beginning to see traces of autism somewhere, and this is pretty dangerous for our No. I'm not to say those in that condition, no, but but we are beginning to see some traces of autism, some kind of syndrome, and all the aspirants Ghanaians, let's rally, take all of them through some medical checkup before it blows out of our faces. No, what is this? Autism? May say those who don't know what I'm talking about, we are seeing the traces of autism somewhere, and it's dangerous for this political setting, folks. Enyade papa, Mamenko short break. Meba, of course, we tie up and we speak to this political party in the making. The Progressive Alliance of Ghana. You know, Professor Thaddius Olsen pretty shortly, and then stick and stay. This is the Frontline with Kwaku Annan. I'll be right back.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oroblackstarlimited.com. Oro Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Folks, welcome back. This is the Frontline. Of course, we've walked one leg of the journey. Remaining 26 minutes gone past the hour 9. The academy delay crack. Now, your name Professor Thaddius Olsen bidding come, but before no, share party Odibe womo profile, womo profile right there on the screen. Say party then and one more babe and many bia womo can say all deputy minister positions will be abolished. The civil service would be professionalized and depoliticized. Chief directors of ministries would effectively function as deputy ministers, which should be their professional role. Was it the office of the head of the civil service? OHCS would be better resourced to this end. Omo profile na eda epnosono. Nti osho omo profile na any mission honke kamwa. I say the man mission no mo vision work and happiness, and then when it comes to Omomoto now, almost say forward together and adi. Now, there's a small documentary also about this particular party. We are very interesting documentary. A quite fast what ye de wo sa party we baby omu free our more ebe Ghana man yourself no. Emma Ghana for being home. Person me bought documentary actual. Now we share. Then quickly, your name Professor Thaddius Ebedin Komo. No one more perspective. The year me one has a tio or say deputy minister positions will make him. Hey, won't be trapped ni nemu. A year chief directors no ebe serve as what? But let's watch this video. Take a listen to this.
Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
He was seen as a symbol of hope and a beacon of light for Africa. In 1966, he was removed through a bloody coup. Since its overthrow, Ghana has never been the same. The country became a crime scene with series of coups with bloodshed until 1992. That Ghana adopted a new constitution which gave birth to a new republic called the Fourth Republic. After 1992, only two political parties have dominated the Ghanaian political space, namely NPP and NDC. Corruption, scandals, nepotism have been on the rise. Above all, the House of Law was brought to a shame. This is why a new dawn, a new era has come. It is not a third force, but the only alternative to Ghana's future. Welcome to Progressive Alliance for Ghana, PAG, a party built upon the ideologies of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who are the founding fathers of PAG. How then did it all start?
Progressive Alliance for Ghana came out of what would now be a 10-year process. It was originally started by a group called the Concerned Nkrumahs of North America. And 10 years ago, we predicted that by 10 years' time, the economy of Ghana would be totally in a ditch, looking at the trajectory on which the country was going. So we started planning to form an alliance of political parties and political grassroots organizations. And CNNA, which is Concerned Nkrumahs of North America, joined with Social Justice Movement in Ghana as the foundational members of PAG. PAG is the only party which is really concerned about your future by making sure that you have the right education, the right skill level, and the opportunity to be productive for yourself.
When the alliance was formed, they needed a color and a symbol that will resonate with their patriotic ideas.
And the gold color, that's the background, the gold color symbolizes the enormous wealth in natural and human resources, with purple or indigo signifies courage, dignity. Sankofa resting on the PAG sign signifies relying on our history. Under it, you can see our slogan, forward together, of the desire to achieve our national development goals.
The PAG party was, however, inaugurated on 29 June 2024 at the University Cape Coast, UCC, in the central region of Ghana. An event that attracted students, several groups, some patriotic science, and some business groups as well. It also afforded PAG the opportunity to outline some of their policies to the masses.
Our program is to engender the necessary resources to ensure free and affordable health care through the health system. Our program is to ensure that there is quality education throughout our educational system. We want to emphasize our infrastructure, ensure that roads, railways, airways, shipping is developed and provide to propel our economic development.
For 32 years, Ghana has been under the protocol bondage of NPP and NDC, and the country is in turmoil. But the PAG believes it has the keys to unlocking Ghanaians this protocol bondage, even though there are those who believe the task of breaking the NPP and the NDC is difficult. The PAG has a different approach to this.
We are talking about ethics and integrity as the basis of any program. Without that, none of these programs will succeed.
The objective reality seems to be working in our favor, and we are able to plan our strategies. We will be able to do very well in spite of the time crunch.
The Progressive Alliance for Ghana is not just the credible alternative for Ghanaians, but it is the party with unique policies.
We do have a program for youth unemployment, which is rooted in large-scale agricultural cooperatives. It will be very strongly supported by a PAG government. The government will invest in the people to make them productive, to turn the economy around. We will show them the advantages of agriculture, and it is not just farming. There will be agro-based industries and other scientific aspects of it that will make it stimulating enough for young people.
It is not a party for the few, it is a party for all and sundry, especially the youth and you.
I think miseducation has been the fear of our young people that has led us to where we are now. Because if you know where you're coming from, where you've got into, and where you're going, it leads you in every part of your life as you move forward. And the youth of this country don't even know where we are coming from. Because when you go out and randomly ask people about who we are as Ghanaians, they will tell you, oh yes, we are a country that moved from Gold Coast to Ghana. Our independence was taken for us by our sergeant for Dr. Kwaku Annan. But what was the struggle for this independence? We lack it.
Progressive Alliance for Ghana is the movement for patriotic minds with opening arms. Come, join, and be part of this success story. So tomorrow, your name will be part of the history that changed the narrative.
PAG, forward together.
PAG, forward together.
PAG, forward together. Thanks for watching.
North, south, east and west, no need for plenty words. Everybody knows say they feel their test. That's why Progressive Alliance for Ghana is here to quench your test. PAG there for you, it there for you. PAG there for you. Yeah, party papa.
Great folks. Well, because I think I spotted some few guys in the Raymond Onyameba Atakesi. I think I spotted this guy there. Then what's the name of this guy? Quite a few others, I saw them there. Now, folks, the Frontline is going to really make it as a part of our efforts. Would engage all these political parties all in the making and what they bring on board. Yes. So you can see, engage is there. The 2024 elections pretty much is going to be pretty much interesting, isn't it? Now, let's go on the line and speak to Professor Thaddius P. Olsen. Professor Thaddius Olsen was educated at, my brief history be at St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast, Kabulonga, School for Boys, Lusaka, Zambia, Ghana Secondary Technical School, Takrady. He graduated from the University of Ghana Medical School in 1978 at the age of 22, and was the youngest physician in Ghana at the time. He completed his postgraduate education in psychiatry at the University of Toronto. He has had a career as an academic physician for over 40 years. He is the past dean and former associate dean for academic affairs of the College of Community Health Science. Of course, a man of many parts, and apparently was domiciled in the United States and now in Ghana. Want to see how best they can help to, as it were, bring food on the table for ordinary Ghanaians across the political economic divide. Prof, Yemwakwaba.
Thank you.
Yes. Prof, but what point is saying? Wonderful. Now, it's quite a number of comments coming in. It's like, hey, na part we almost free him about that bang. And what? Yes, na ABB says our party. What is it that you are bringing on the table as far as Ghanaian politics are concerned? Mama, a brief history about you, but where is this party coming from?
Well, party, it's coming from Ghanaians within Ghana, Ghanaians globally, who have been concerned about the direction of the country for the last 10 years. We've been working together, and we came to the conclusion that we would have to form a party that is well organized, well disposed to helping Ghanaians understand where we have brought ourselves. That is, through the people we have chosen to lead us in the last 32 years, they have driven the country into a big, big hole, and we're going to have to dig ourselves out of it.
Wow. Now, Mameno won't call some of my proposals, but call it the blueprints, which, of course, if today the party is in government, implement as far as the Progressive Alliance of Ghana is concerned. Now, your proposal says that yes, the party proposes no more than 14 ministries of government, which are listed below. And what makes you think that on my way with this 16 regional capitals, but 14 ministries, on my way? What makes you think so? Give us a breakdown.
Well, we know that right now as we speak, somebody has tried to do the job with 120 ministers, inclusive of the It's not really about numbers. It is about function. What are the functions of government, and how best can we marshal our resources to provide those functions in an efficient manner as possible? In the number of ministers, one aspect. The other aspect is the size of government in Ghana relative to population. Ama abayna kasa a parasite. The government is a parasite on the people. Because
this is shocking, eh? The government is a parasite to the people. Is that what you say?
On the people.
Wow.
Because their resources, it feeds government, it feeds development programs, it feeds any innovation. They make a lot of noise about never be brave, but tell me, as you saw, East Africa. Time I'm in East Africa, not East Africa, who Ghana is original. In those days, our countries need now pay. That is how bad it is on the continental scale. Yeah.
Now, and not just say, Ebika Sombefa 60 ministers, ABC Ebefa 50, if we look at what has been said earlier, now even 14 ministries, then it means that it's about saving the consolidated fund from wasting. Now, there's even a report that suggests every year the quantum of money that go waste across our ministerial sector and Prof. So, if you look at all of this, are you therefore suggesting that this will help us even reduce the financial burden, and perhaps how then do you curtail the waste as well?
Yes, I think one of the sources of waste is the size of government. One of the biggest sources of waste is the size of government.
I see.
So, we are underutilizing technology. The government is not efficient. We have too many people, and it is top heavy. So I'm not talking about people who provide services at the local government level, who are on the front lines of dealing with the population. I'm talking about the superstructure I always see on top of Abayano. All these ministers, deputy ministers now, your friend was saying, patronage jobs to reward people who have been politically important to the party. They are not functional. We have in the past we had a very professional civil service.
Yeah.
And for very specialized civil servants in the departments and ministries that they work. They know more than any political appointee.
Exactly.
So they are the experts. They are the people who should drive and implement policy. They are politicizing the DRNT. Then you suddenly become an expert? No.
No, Prof. I have very critical, and I entirely agree with you. And you see, when some of you speak like this, then, you know, the young folks, our hearts bleed in a sense. What you are saying is like a pure blueprint that must go on paper, that must form the umbilical cord of the nation's driving system. In the sense, is that minister na wabano, there one say a big crana minister and a school crowd or coin or specializing in something technical or sort of near the Nakwa Kwashe baby to say health, that he has no knowledge of anything to do with health.
Exactly.
So anything that he implements perhaps is off the beat. How do we direct people to the appropriate designation of the system to be able to take care of it? Prof, speak to me.
Yeah, I mean, we have experts everywhere within the country, very experienced people whose opinions are sought around the world in many fields, and vice versa. There are many Ghanaians outside this country in many fields. Yet, we are not putting the right people in the right places. As they say, they are not sitting in the right seat on the bus. Yeah.
Now, Prof, Mamin Kanwinchra, which is one of your Modia Bachazem, was that all deputy minister positions would be abolished. The civil service would be reprofessionalized and depoliticized. Chief directors of ministries would effectively function as deputy ministers, which should be their professional role. The office of the head of the civil service, OHCS, would be better resourced to this end. Explain this to me. Why deputy ministers, the chief directors, looking at this from one angle, your perspective?
Well, because, as I said, deputy ministers, they are just in that place, fulfilling patronage, functions. So they are old political figures in Tinedu. But really, also, we have to think longitudinally. So civil service, it has to maintain its professionalism, not just for today, but one about driving development for the next generation and the generation beyond.
That's right.
It has to be like a professional army. And yet, in then, I say, I'm also saying maybe 3-4 years. That's what civil service is about. It's about building capacity. It's about improving knowledge. It's about knowing the most modern interventions for whatever your particular field is, and carrying that on from generation to generation. It will be now, assistant principal secretary. By the time a principal secretary, chief directors, I expect at the top of that field.
I see.
And the driving development. And yet, politicians who are coming 4 years in, 4 years out, they are not driving development. No, it's the professional people.
Wow.
Yes.
I see.
We have to split.
Yeah. Prof, politics here. Amanyo Semia. Obibe Kase. It's all about food on the table. Now, on agric food security, agronomy, animal husbandry, fisheries, saying ediane in abundance. Ghana for young when it comes to food deficit, a problem. Yes, sir, afibiara, the imported rice from many parts of the world, the importation of poultry, the importation of fish, and you may be brave, yet Nara Sebi, minim say Prof, when you fika crutches, even in the days of Kutu Champonim Adina, Ghana, yet to me, Yakrania exporting food and fish to many parts of the world, including South Korea and Mniade. A bria can say, baby, a jina Momo party said, Yakupombe Bomomania Quenya Banum. A basa food agric Mniadia. Mu blueprint in the back was saying.
Well, first thing is, it's a disgrace, the current situation.
Yeah.
It's a complete disgrace. It's a country, a war arable land from the coast all the way to the north. We import onions and I said tomatoes.
That's right.
If you countries are a desert or a desert, you only get tomatoes, no onions. You can't write you need to echo ever. We are just here in the base. Why? Because there has been no leadership around food production, food security, and even seeing agriculture as the basis for scientific development.
That's right.
Because agriculture is science. So you develop species a survival or environment movie and in your massa. Some is not the friends Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Now a well funded into scientists need to move a breed different species their harvest will be more bountiful per acre. Can you mind it's a whole area, it's been totally neglected. And then, of course, we have the other problems related to it. Bad roads, poor infrastructure. And if you have farmers, you harvest no cry. And so the big coma, one better, nothing. We have to look at the whole picture. You have to phases are and getting young people turned onto the science of farming, making sure says you see I can say Ghana 2/3 of Ghana at the urban areas and 1/3 at the rural areas. If fewer people are now growing to more people, it is our demographic in your mind now. We have to look at them. And even in urban areas, you can get people to engage in green activities in urban areas, schools, and community gardens. And you'll be brave or why it me. But a binding vision or something like that, it will never happen.
Yeah.
It's about leadership.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, on health, apomudin wonsem no. Me wonsa ma capture bibisu to say allopathy, holistic and pharmacopoeia, infrastructure, sanitation and what and no then mo pesa mo hama ho. What is it that Ghanaians need to know?
Again health overall the basic inputs now are important.
Yeah,
machinery you use in hospitals they are small machines.
Exactly.
There's no reason why many of these machines cannot be manufactured in Ghana. There's absolutely no reason why. There were universities of science and technology. There were secondary technical schools. There's no reason why these basic machines cannot be manufactured in this country. And then next, drugs. The import drugs. The market is infiltrated by fake medicines from India. India diabetes now federal, no sugar, that's so possible. Again, we should be able to produce generic drugs within Ghana on a very large scale. Prophylactic medications are here for prevention of malaria. There's no reason why we are simply performing below our capacity. Because before leading here for the last 32 years, we haven't had a real full vision of what can be done and what people need to live a full life in this country.
Now, Prof, which I'm trying to make a sense of it, but explain that to me. Most key proposed sector ministries and some departments and agencies. Now, I'm trying to make a sense of it. Is it all about ministries under more government suggesting security and service no more intelligence, defense, interior, police, borders, fire, disaster management? What is the meaning of this?
Well, security, what we are suggesting is there should be better integration of his security situation, because again, we are being very complacent. We are living in a very dangerous world.
Yeah.
Just around agencies, Boko Haram, sometimes crime, infiltration,
yeah.
We have to wake up and be very alert, because if they are here, they want to find power the other day.
I see. Okay, now, Mami move one step ahead on something which, of course, and then I'm me and you communicate here, and once you say they share or may say about educational, addition from primary, secondary, tertiary, vocational, recreation, youth, and sports. Arrangement, blueprints are and no ebe paddle education from the lower cycle all to the second cycle, then school pomono. My arrangement is saying.
Well, first of all, after so many years since independence,
there
are still children who go to school under trees. Let's do the simple things first. Again, let's look at what local products we have that will help us to build schools in rural communities where they are needed as quickly as possible, and use local materials that are durable. We believe that we import too much. Any the currency, it depreciates, it disappears.
Yeah.
Educational infrastructure. Schools, the way they are designed, they are still designed in the way the colonial people designed the schools for us. We haven't used our own architectural inputs to design schools, school communities that really suit our environment. And there's a lot of work to do there. And our curriculum, there's a whole lot of work to do there.
Yeah.
And there are many things. Let's agree here. STEM education is important from the beginning.
Yes.
Science, technology, mathematics, no problem.
Yeah.
But there are other aspects of education which have a greater role in personal development.
Yeah.
For example, currently, the curriculum of history and campus. For that year, we in Ghana history, which is a phobia, because you don't have a context. Into history, later on, open as an elective. But the importance of history is a manipa of forming the identity as a person within the context of society. If you don't have a strong foundation as to who you are, nobody so sorry, Ghanaian. I can tell you what being a Ghanaian meant. Right now, if you ask a young person what being a Ghanaian means, I don't think they will be able to tell you. And this means that they are victim to any kind of information that comes in. They don't have a focus, and they are not applying themselves towards building a better country, being part of the process of building a better country.
See.
A lot of problems in that area. How many years you spend in junior secondary, or how many years you spend in senior secondary? Reforms no I and bear 14 times and we see that there. What's the point? Is our curriculum producing graduates, secondary school for, university for, who are educated within our own context to serve our society? We are 135th out of 180 countries in terms of educational achievement and level. It doesn't matter what these parties tell us.
Yeah.
They have broken the education system. And if you break the education system, you break the future of your country. That is what has been going on.
This is really scary. This is pretty scary. Now, Prof, Afiyemra more policy also on oil and fuel, power generation, renewables, distribution. 32 years, the Ghanaian had experienced all of this erratic power supply. But of course, we know that there are so many avenues to, as it were, secure renewable energies. Blueprints being and amode to massa situation where can be a thing of the past from Momo perspective and your blueprint.
Well, sir, Obia, which I'm in speech on energy in 1965.
Yeah.
If we had just followed what he said, we wouldn't be where we are today. That is solar and wind. Way back then, the dam was not supposed to be the only thing. The dam was supposed to be the fulcrum for developing other forms of energy. Again, what do we need? In Yoma, you hear, for example, to harness wind energy. And yet, windmill. Will be an engineer able to make a build a windmill about this year.
Yeah.
A power, you see the coastline as a source of energy.
Yeah.
If we added the minimum and say bore all the time. You find your future. First of all, when you come in, you make sure that all government institutions, schools, hospitals, etc., shift quickly to renewable energy. As quickly as possible, you set targets and you set production lines for the inputs that you need. Again, all of these can be made in Ghana. We don't need to import anything to get into renewable energy.
This is
and
serious.
Then there is waste, which can be turned into energy. Plastics, you can choku here. In
Nina, a choki. A crobit is a friend example. Singapore, says Singapore, Osha waste to an issue to Singapore economy, is it not?
Because waste is energy. Organic waste is energy. Plastics, they can be turned into different products, but most importantly, India and a few other places, Australia and they show, so which means you see plastics, and they maintaining roads, actually potholes.
Yeah.
With the trap bitumen, it reduces the cost of road building by about 30%.
Yeah.
It's just a question of, do our leaders understand, are they in the modern world? Do they know what's going on? Or are they asleep as we see them at conferences?
Wow. Well, Prof.
These are not difficult things.
Yeah. We are looking forward to them. As we gear up towards the elections, all hands on deck. I mean, Ghanaians, I believe, are grateful for them. Some of you, in the diaspora, at least you can really form part of the decision-making process to change the status quo. But before I let you off, we are interim national chairman of the Progressive Alliance for Ghana. Great. Now, are you going to have what's on our ballots? And I say, Mube elected, saying a flag bearer for this party, including the running mates. What do you say?
Yeah, they elected they represent a flag bearer and a running mate because our constitution, me as chairman, I'm the party leader.
Okay.
But the political leader will be chosen by the delegates.
Oh, I see. And Sabri said, Obi Risha Party, more headquarters, baby, I'm one many other day. Him for more.
Her headquarters were, their temporary headquarters were Kaneshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Kaneshi, which particular location? Oh, okay. I see. Prof.
Very near Mother's Inn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay. Good. Yes. I mean, that's the easiest way to describe Ghana and say, well, we need to. Prof, dear now, the big Ghana for, at the political, class, dear now, the big Ghana for any lower middle class, say, you're looking forward to more coming as a rescue mission or otherwise. How? Message been to Ghanaians.
Well, the main message I make is Ghana for share your assessment.
Yeah.
Now, evaluate it. For 32 years, we'll go to our two parties here. Now, honestly, we have a system, a choir of Pasuka, we are a choir, normal, we back to school, a brown bread. We have had your mind for 32 years. Now, we decided to say, one back to Ama, a new party, a dear whole new direction for that. And after they want to continue to waste their votes on these two failures. Because they are failures.
Good. Prof, you better was you be say as the political latent heat intensify, definitely we'll get back to Of course, we're also
we'll be back.
Exactly, we're making all efforts that we even get you in the studio in the coming near any waiting community. You better was Papa say when you're branding and then we'll also be following the activities of Progressive Alliance for Ghana. You better follow more activities and then we also report accordingly to Ghanaians. Thank you very much tonight.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Great one. Professor Thaddius Uzenani and Edin Komono Ononoye interim chairman Emasa Pathway, a new kid on the political block. Progressive Alliance for Ghana, Womo Abeka ballots no and also Mbeko ballots no so by all means na Womo so rescue Ghana. Ocean Yoma Nkoma Enidi, Womo policies and programs Nemni Adia. Find brains, guys who have all that it takes to, help salvage this country from all these political economic shackles. Yet, mama meye and your money be. Yankin kind messages Kakrane so say, hi Kwaku, your hard work is unveiling the mystery of pastors and politicians in this country. Keep it up, because keep it up. Or that's Ebony man, Kaswa and Ode Ifri Ebae. We all say, Kwaku, why waste your time on that? What's that? Who you see where they be? Hey, Charlie, I beg you, that word there. On Napo. Or see, you can see that he even forgets where, I think he wants to say why he was there. That should have taken lessons from Nana Kwaku Opoku-Agyeman. He should have talked about what he would be doing with Bawumia when elected. As they said, old habits. Nana Addo tried to hide his arrogance, but Nemesis caught him with him. See, he's now asking chiefs to get up with his left hand for him to sit down before they could sit. Does Bawumia and MPP have any message for Ghanaians apart from the digitalization which was even started by the NDC? Why? Allah, Subhana, water save us from those arrogant NPP team. Okay, we'll say, good evening, Kwaku. I'm Elvis from DC. Is Napo a child who hates to listen to advice? He needs to apologize to Ghanaians for his filthy words he used on Dr. Nkrumah. Or say, waste he's a baby when Nkrumah started infrastructure roads like motorways. Okay? On the Sunedia or the Abano. Where I say, don't be surprised from that Napo guy. Just look at his face and you will not blame him. His face looks like the words that come out of his mouth. Nothing but the dirty dot. Okay. I say, good evening, my guy. Yes. I say, either you like it or not, what Napo talk is true. NPP is the only political something for the youth party full of educated youths and party that have worked for Ghanaians, bringing development to our doorsteps. Many social intervention policies that is helping us today. So the youth of Ghana must vote for Dr. Bawumia and Napo come December. I say Napo is far better than Jenana, or however call her, a woman who destroy our education sector, and it takes Napo to repair the sector and added free SHS free. Is it TVET? ECT. So tell us just one achievement by Jane in the education sector, just one. Onosunedia or the Eba, no. I was there. I mean, she was there. Hello, Mr. Annan. I think it's time to let the nonsense stop at the doorstep of Mr. Lawrence Tete. I love that. I say, it's to let the nonsense. Also, what is going on around peddling is called damage control. He must just come to CTV and clear himself, period. Echo Thomas watching from Tema Community 4. I'll say, please forgive Napo for he does not know how to talk. All these crooks are leading us. Okay. You see, Mfanche Napo na Onimdia Orka. Please, good evening, sir. May God bless you for your hard work. I love your truthfulness, but please use more of English than tree because I don't tree more. Yeah, somebody pool. Well, see, please, good evening, sir. You have not announced for callers to call nor to send messages. However, I was provoked so much that I must start talking. It's so talking and shame about MPP who claims we have who claims talking so much that we have the men, and these are the men we are seeing. The flag bearer himself is a disgrace to Ghana, and let alone Napo. The running mates or the driver's mate itself is irrelevant to Bawumia. Two disgraceful characters to lead this nation called Ghana. I am Gabi Smith in Tema and Ode Ebaya. Napo was chosen. Good evening, Kwaku. I am Ernest Kwans Jr. from Dansoman. There is no single correct pastor, but the only one head of Ghana, which is Safo Kantanka. Napo was chosen because of Kennedy Japan. Oh, Ghana. When are we going to grow in politics? No wonder opposition is waiting for them. Onosunedia or the Ebaino. Where say, Minia, you are saying the truth. Fire them. Napo talks like a kid. Sir John from Butumburam, NPP should be careful. Onosunedia or the Ebaino. Kwaku, good evening. I have noticed something. It's very difficult to see these fake pastors in Saturday. Pastors majority are Sunday pastors. God have mercy. Mary, Maira, and Odebaya. Mary, it does appear as no creo. Yes. What's it? Kwaku, some. What's it? Oh, MPP. We have a man. We have men. We have now. Napo fail all to you. Message in CCA. We also, I am proud of you. May God strengthen you so you can continue to expose the evil gospel ministers, Bright, Kaswa, and Odebaya. Signals now, but I have to drop. Good evening, brother Annan. So these are the men they touted themselves. They have a group of useless, selfish, airless, loose talkers, uncultured. Another word we mean to more. I can pronounce this one. Thieves, because me I make them thieves. Only blah 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 like them would vote for such a blah 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 group of people called NPP. Blah blah blah. Nkwa. Lord Nkumazi, may the Lord bless you, bro. Your message is deep. And see, may the best you. We are saying, good evening, Kwaku. You are fighting good fight of faith, but try to fight to the end. Prophet Joseph, Bell, Mills, and Odebaye. Oh, good evening, Kwaku. Are you taking Napo serious? Forget him. He has headache. Ebo Enodi. Yirema Enodi free Ebaye. Okay. Okay. My name is Atta Samuel. Good evening, Kwaku Annan. God bless you for your good work. I'm watching you from Ashaman and also